Today we have Wally Morton, and Wally has an unusual car here. He has a LaSalle. Now, do you want to tell us about the LaSalle?
Sure. The LaSalle was made by Cadillac. They actually were an offshoot of Cadillac. They were made from 1927 till 1940. The reason they discontinued them, in most people's opinion, is because they got a little too popular. They were supposed to be Cadillac quality, Cadillac motors, etc. And they were supposedly Cadillac quality without the Cadillac price. So they were slightly cheaper than a Cadillac, but you got a Cadillac engine and quality.
This is a 1939, isn't it?
Right, yes. And they made them, all LaSalle's made were 8 cylinders. I've heard people tell me they had a 12-cylinder at one time, but they never made any. So they're all 8 cylinders. Most of them were V8s. There were a few that were straight 8s. 34, 5, and 6 were straight 8s, but most of them are flathead V8s, and they're very quiet, very smooth running engine. I used to get kidded about having an electric car because you could stand and watch it run. It's got a few more miles on it now, as we all do.
Yes.
And it's not quite as smooth and quiet as it was, but it's still pretty.
How many miles are on this car, Wally?
I'm not sure. It says 45,000 on the odometer, but I believe that's probably a couple times over. I've owned the car for over 25 years, and I really am not sure how many miles. When I bought it, I asked the fella, and he didn't have any idea either. So.
How long have you had the car?
25 years or 25. So. I was 25 to 30, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Not sure exactly when I bought it, but.
You were explaining to me the hierarchy of General Motors at the time in 1939 as to...
Right. When they started out with General Motors, it was intended that Chevrolet was the lowest price of the group, followed by Pontiac, and then Oldsmobile, Buick, and Cadillac. The LaSalle was intended to be between Buick and Cadillac, but like I say, they kind of shot themselves in the foot. They started selling an awful lot of LaSalles and no Cadillacs, so they discontinued them.
So the Cadillac and the LaSalle are two different bodies?
They are slightly different bodies, but this body is shared by Buick, Oldsmobile, and some Pontiacs. They are basically all the same body, only from the cowling forward is the difference. LaSalle's always had a distinctive grille. They had a tall, narrow grille, very distinctive.
Well, this is a beautiful car. We want to thank you, Wally, for showing it us today.
You bet, no problem.